大家好。
大家好。
Good morning.
What are we going to make today?
I'm gonna make some French toast.
Okay.
And nothing fancy. So I have some bread. I bought this bread and put it in the freezer. Taking it out now.
Let's see which brand is Active, Fit Active.
I came from Aldi.
45.
Yeah, there's 45 calories. And then we have some eggs.
I think the egg is from ShopRite.
Yep. I have some vanilla, a little bit of half and half, and some cinnamon. I don't add any sugar to my French toast. I just don't really like it. So I'm going to start by cracking some eggs. Crack an egg. It really depends on how much French toast you're making, how many eggs you use.
Oh, I watch a YouTube video. It's about how to crack egg. So if you crack egg on the sharp edge, the piece of the eggshell can maybe go inside.
Yeah, but when I do it on the table, then it squirts out on the table.
Okay.
So.
No, I did not see that. That's YouTube research.
So far, we're good. So I probably will do one more egg.
Yep, you can feel it.
Okay. So the next thing I'll do is, this is not really measured.
Yeah, that's great. That's the thing I want to talk about. Like a lot of US recipe, they have to measure exactly. But definitely there are some recipe you don't have to measure. I bet this is the one.
This is one. I like to add a lot of cinnamon. My husband does not love cinnamon, but it makes it taste really good. And then the half and half, I put like a drip in. You just want to add like a little binding. Then I have my multi-purpose tool here, and I'm gonna beat this all together. I want to make sure it's really nice.
Yeah, when I was a kid, we make a 炸馍片儿 with egg, but we don't add all other fancy ingredients. We just add eggs, maybe salt. Do you add salt at all?
You know, I don't usually add salt, but we could add a little bit of salt.
That's okay. We'll try the original one.
Yeah, I mean.
Actually, I think you made that before.
Yeah, I've made it multiple times.
That's okay. Just lost my arm.
Yeah, you lost one arm and our pug lost one eye.
嫌多 Where's
Okay. So we're getting there. You really just want to make sure everything is sort of blended together. Kind of this consistency. The cinnamon is distributed. Everything is good. So then for cooking this, nothing exciting. I'm gonna just preheat the pan. Don't want to do too hot. And the secret to this recipe is, instead of using oil, you just use a little butter in the pan. You just want to coat the pan, maybe, I don't know, half a tablespoon, quarter tablespoon. And what's nice about this is, as the butter melts, you can see how hot the pan is. Do you want to stop filming? So the butter is almost melted. I have some bread here, really simple. You just put the bread in, kind of let it soak. You don't want to let it go too long. I usually use my chopsticks here, just kind of flip that bad boy over, let it get coated on both sides. You can use any bread. Honestly, the older the bread, the better. It kind of holds it in.
like before you don't have a chopstick, what do you use?
You can use your fingers, you can use a fork, you can use...
Fork just feel like difficult.
No, very easy. If you want me to show you with a fork, get a fork out for me.
That's okay. I think it's too far away. You may want to move your plate closer to the pan.
It's not super hot yet, but we'll get there. Stick that in. And I'm gonna turn it up a little bit. So what'll happen is it'll get kind of brown on both sides. In the meantime, I usually stir this up. How nice is that? You can cut. All right, so you can see it's kind of bubbling here, nice and hot. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna flip it. You can see how the egg kind of adhered. Flip this here. It's gonna get nice and crispy.
Okay, my friend, I'll talk about cinnamon. Cinnamon is 桂皮. I don't know, it's my personal reason or something. I don't really like cinnamon. But I don't know if all other Chinese people like cinnamon or not. Maybe just me. I cannot speak for everybody. But I feel like, I know because we don't add cinnamon for, do we add any cinnamon? We add cinnamon for some meat, but not the other dishes. But this is very interesting. So if Chinese people watch this, please give a suggestion.
He always says that, but like every Chinese recipe I make, it uses cinnamon. But a lot of times it's not ground cinnamon, it's a cinnamon stick. And it's not the main flavor profile in the dish. It just adds something a little bit more.
Yeah, 炖肉的时候 we add cinnamon, but it's cinnamon chunk, a piece. But it's not like you don't directly eat those.
Right. So these are pretty much done here. You can see when I'm touching it, it's not wet anymore. It's nice and warmed all the way through. So I take it out and you put it on a pretty plate. And voila, breakfast.
I'm going to make my
My husband
cereal.
wants to make a recipe too. Here it is.
Yeah, watch magic.
Wow.
Done.
再见。
再见。